Hi, welcome to my channel, and today I have another theatre vlog for you. So in today's video I travelled to Liverpool to see the UK tour of Dear Evan Hansen, and we're actually really lucky with our seats for this because the tickets were quite expensive, so we weren't sure if we were going to be able to go. And then Lawrence was on the ATG website and noticed that some dates some of the single seats have been reduced to £13. Well, we actually went different days because we couldn't go together. But yeah, we both managed to get really good seats in the circle for £13, like the front of the circle. And those seats are usually around £50–60. So we were really lucky. So I was really excited to go and see the show. I'd heard lots of good things about it. And yeah, in the video I show you around the theatre, show you the view from my seat, show you the curtain call, and then I review the show for you at the end as well. So I hope you enjoyed this little video. So I've just arrived at the train station an hour early. The train's been delayed. So I'm just going to go in the shop to get some food. Okay, so I just got myself a donut and a drink. So still got an hour till my train because it's been delayed, but I might as well go across because it's in the furthest away platform, so I might as well head over there now. It's on platform 14. Okay, so I'm now in Wetherspoon. Just got some food for the show. The train journey was horrendous. It was so busy, and the train ended up being about 20 minutes late. So yeah, I'm gonna hurry up and eat this and then head to the theatre. So I've now arrived in Liverpool, just outside the theatre now. It's about 20 to 7. Show starts at 7. So I think I'll head in. Okay, so today I'm in the circle, my rowie seat 44, so let's find the seat. Okay, so I'm now in my seat. I'm on row E, seat 44, and this is the view. Yeah, it's a really good view. I don't think I've ever sat this far forward in a circle before, so it's a really good view. So it's actually the end of the interval now, but just want to say I'm really enjoying it so far. Maybe I've got to go back in, but it's really good so far. Really enjoying it. So yeah, I'll get back to you at the end of the show.
Absolutely incredible audience, so thanks. If I could just keep for one more minute, thank you. So yes, you can sit down. So tonight you'll see our fantastic front of house staff as you leave the theatre today, as they'll be holding some card machines. As tonight we're raising money for Zoe's Place Baby Hospital. Important. Any donation you can give, big or small, would be hugely appreciated. So thank you again for coming and get home safe.
The train is already here. Not due to leave for 20 minutes, but the show was really good. Really enjoyed it. Just looking forward to getting home now. Luckily this is a fast train, so it only takes half an hour to get there, so yeah, not too bad. Hi, so it's been a couple of weeks now since I went to see Dear Evan Hansen, so I thought I'd just tell you a little bit about the show. So I went to see the show at Liverpool Empire. I went to see it on Friday the 15th of November. I went to the 7:30 p.m. showing, and the runtime for the show is 2 hours and 30 minutes with a 20-minute interval. So the age guide for this is 12 plus. And for this show I was sat in the circle. I was on row E, seat 44, and I paid £13 for that seat because luckily they reduced the single seat tickets. I think that seat should have been around 50, maybe more. So I was so excited when it got reduced to that because the tickets were quite expensive for this show. So I was really lucky to get a really good seat because the view from that seat was excellent, and I would definitely sit there again, especially for £13 because it was an excellent view for that price. And because it was a single seats that we reduced, me and my husband went on different days. So I went on the Friday and I think he went on the Wednesday. He got the main Evan and I got the alternate Evan. So I saw Sonny Monaghan as Evan, whereas he saw Ryan, I can never pronounce his second name, but he saw the main Evan and I saw the alternate Evan, and the alternate Evan was fantastic, really good. I think he was the one that they found through the TikTok auditions, because they did auditions for this show over TikTok. They were picking so many through TikTok, and he was the one that won the audition through TikTok, but he was absolutely fantastic. Really, I thought he did a really good job as Evan. So merch wise, they did have a fair bit of merch. So they had 2 different t-shirts and they were £25 each. They had a hoodie for £50, tote bag for £18, notebook for £12, which I was tempted to get, but I ended up not getting it in the end. But I kind of regret, because I did buy the pen. I bought the pen for £4 and it would have gone nice with the notebook. So maybe if I go and see this again when it comes to Manchester, I might get the notebook then. There was a mug for £15, a lapel pin for £7, key ring for £10, magnet for £8, which I did buy, so I'll show you that in a minute. You could get the script for £11, and then they had the programmes for, I think they were £6. So that's all the merch that they had. So if you don't know anything about Dear Evan Hansen, it's about a boy, obviously called Evan Hansen, and he has quite a lot of social anxiety. He takes medication for this and stuff, and I think he goes to like therapy, and in this therapy he gets told to write letters to himself saying, "Dear Evan Hansen, today is going to be a good day and here's why." And whilst at school, a boy called Connor ends up taking his letter that he wrote for himself, because he finds it on the printer at school, and he takes it with him and takes it from Evan. So a few days later we actually find out that Connor has passed away, and that his parents found this note on him thinking that this was his last letter, and they assume that Evan must be Connor's friend. And so Evan, with his social anxieties and stuff, just goes along with what the parents say. He doesn't want to upset them, so he says, yeah, he was his Connor's friend. And so the family start to want to know more about Connor, because he was quite a troubled teenager and his parents didn't know him to have any friends. So when they found the letter and thought that Evan was his friend, they thought this was a part of his life that they didn't know much about, and so they want to find out from Evan what Connor's life was about and what they didn't know about him, because all they saw was the troubled teenager who had no friends, did drugs and was a handful. So they wanted to learn this side of him and find out all about Connor and Evan's friendship. And Evan's mother is a nurse. She's a single parent because Evan's father's not in the picture, so she works long hours. She's not really around very much, and so Evan starts to enjoy being around the Murphy family and joining in with their family activities. They invite him round for dinner in order to get to know him more, and he starts to enjoy this company and being in this family, being sort of part of the family unit, because he's not getting that at home with his mother. He also fancies Connor's sister, who is Zoe, so he's also enjoying spending more time with her, and he sort of becomes part of the Murphy family. But obviously this is all based on lies, so everything he's told them about his and Connor's friendship is all lies. He didn't even really know Connor, and so everything he's built up is all a lie, and obviously eventually it all comes toppling down and the truth becomes known. But it's a great show. I actually really enjoy the story. Some people don't like the themes of like the lying and stuff like that, and the way it portrays sort of mental health, but I really enjoy the story. I think it's a good story, and the soundtrack for this show is fantastic. I absolutely love every single song in this show. There's such good songs in this. My favourite songs in this are Anybody Have a Map, which is a song that the two mothers sing. I also really love Waving Through a Window. Obviously You Will Be Found, which is the big song from this that everyone tends to know. That is also one of my favourites. But yeah, all the songs in this I think are really good, and I really enjoy the music in this show. So set wise, I thought the set was really good. It's different from the West End, but I thought it was really good. It worked really well. Costumes were really good as well. And what's different about this production than the West End productions, they actually have an ensemble, where in the West End they just had the principal cast. So in this one they have an ensemble. So I actually thought the ensemble worked really well. It made the musical numbers sound a bit fuller, and also there was a few more like dancey bits in, and I enjoyed the ensemble. I think it worked well with the show, having a few extra people on set for some scenes. So cast wise, I thought the cast were absolutely fantastic. Some really good performance in it. There's a few people that I've seen in other things in this as well, and yeah, I just thought the cast was excellent. It's a really good cast, and so now that's probably actually a good point to go through the programme and show you who's in it. Okay, so this is the programme. So inside you've got a welcome to Liverpool Empire, tells you some upcoming shows. So here's an advert for some of the upcoming shows coming to the Empire. So here you've got a little article. It says The Greatest Showman. It says Matt Hamley explores the relationship between songwriting duo Ben Pasek and Justin Paul, how they created the hit musical Dear Evan Hansen. I've got a little article to read there. And have this bit, Dear Evan Hansen, a decade of conversations and change. Another little article to read. So this is the tour list. So these are all the venues the show is going to be touring to and the dates. So currently at Liverpool Empire. So then it's at Sunderland Empire in November, Oxford New Theatre in November, Royal and Durgate Northampton in January, Mayflower Theatre in Southampton in January, Milton Keynes Theatre in January to February, Marlow Theatre in Canterbury in February, Bristol Hippodrome in February, the Palace Theatre Manchester in February, King's Theatre Glasgow in March, His Majesty's Theatre in Aberdeen in March, Grand Opera House in Belfast in March, Story House Chester in March, New Wimbledon Theatre in March, Wolverhampton Grand in April, Lyceum Theatre Sheffield in April, Theatre Royal Plymouth in April, New Theatre Hull in April, Wales Millennium Centre in Cardiff in May, Everyman Theatre at Cheltenham in May, Theatre Royal Norwich in May, and the final stop is Blackpool Grand Theatre in May. So those are all the venues. And then we have the cast. So usually playing Evan Hansen, you have Ryan Capel. However, I had the alternate Evan at my show, so I didn't see him. But his theatre credits include Newsies at the Wembley Troubadour Theatre, the Book of Mormon at the Prince of Wales Theatre, and that's just a couple of things he's done. So playing Zoe Murphy was Lauren Conroy. Her theatre credits include Bear Snores On at Regent Park Open Air Theatre, Babies at the Lyric and Other Palace, and The Sound of Music at Chichester Festival. Playing Heidi Hansen is Alice Fern. Her theatre credits include Then, Now and Next at the Southwark Playhouse, Come From Away at the Phoenix, Wicked at the Apollo Victoria, and Oliver at the Watermill. That's just a few things that she was done. I thought she was great as the mother. We then had Helen Anker as Cynthia Murphy. Her theatre credits include The Essence of Audrey UK Tour, The Prom Camelot at Chanhassen Dinner Theatre, Mamma Mia UK and International Tour, Cats at Kilworth House, Heartbreak House at the Union. So that's just some stuff she's done. We then had Richard Hurst as Larry Murphy, and I've actually seen Richard in The Lion King when he played Scar, and he was fantastic in that, and I thought he did a really good job of playing the dad as well. So his theatre credits include A Chorus of Disapproval, Worst Wedding Ever, Dick Whittington and His Cat at Salisbury Playhouse. He was in The Lion King UK and International Tour. As I said, he played Scar in that. And then The Duchess of Malfi, The Fantastic Follies of Mrs. Rich at the RSC. So that's just some things that he has done. We then had Killian Thomas Lefevre as Connor Murphy. His theatre credits include Secret Cinema's Stranger Things in London, Bat Out of Hell UK and International Tour, and he's also been in Stickman at Leicester Square. So that's just some things he's done. We then had Tom Dickinson playing Gerard Kleinman. His theatre credits include Heathers the Musical UK and International Tour, The Book of Mormon International Tour, and Hansel and Gretel at Regent's Park Open Air Theatre. We then had Vivian Panker, who played Alana Beck. Her theatre credits include Heathers the Musical, The Other Palace, and 9 to 5 the Musical UK Tour. We then had Sonny Monaghan, who is ensemble and alternate Evan, and it was him that we saw play Evan at this performance, and I thought he was really, really good. So his theatre credits include Turn the Page at the Stables, Carmen at White Rock, and Tag Live. We then had Daniel Forrester, who's on the ensemble, Laura Beth Sass, who's ensemble, Jessica Lim ensemble, Will Forgrave as ensemble, and Elise Zavu ensemble. So we then have the musical numbers. So in Act 1 you've got Anybody Have a Map, Waving Through a Window, For Forever, Sincerely Me, Requiem, If I Could Tell Her, Disappear, and You Will Be Found. And then in Act 2 you've got Sincerely Me reprise, To Break in a Glove, Only Us, Good for You, You Will Be Found, Words Fail, So Big / So Small, and Final. So some of my favourite songs in this are Anybody Have a Map, Waving Through a Window, Requiem, Sincerely Me, Good for You, and You Will Be Found. I've got lots of songs. I love most of the songs in this. We then have this page which shows you some production photos. We then have here, you've got your cast list, understudy list, band, creatives list, technical team, and for ATG Productions. And here it says ATG Productions and Gavin Callan Productions presents the Nottingham Playhouse production of Dear Evan Hansen. Book by Stephen Levinson, music and lyrics by Benji Pasek and Justin Paul. Presented by arrangements with Music Theatre International. Yeah, some information there. So we then have the band's biographies, creative team's biographies, some more production images, producers, ATG Productions, some information there, production staff, special thanks, and then we've got some adverts, booking and venue information, some information on ATG, and then that is your programme. So it's a nice programme, there's lots of information, however it is very thin paper for the cover, it's very thin, it's going to get ripped really easily, in fact mine's already ripped here. So yeah, the quality isn't great, it's very thin, but it's got a lot of nice information in there, so it's not too bad for £6. I just wish the cover was a bit thicker. So overall, absolutely loved this production of Dear Evan Hansen. Might even have enjoyed this more than the West End production. It's a very good production of it. Highly recommend it if you want to go and see it. I give it 5 stars. I really want to try and catch it again on the tour because I'd love to see the principal, Evan Hansen. The alternate was fantastic, but I would also like to see the principal actor because Lawrence said he was fantastic. So yeah, I'm hoping I can catch it again somewhere on the tour, and obviously I'm giving it 5 stars. Really enjoyed it. And yeah, really hoping I can catch it again somewhere on the tour. So it's touring all through 2025. So hopefully it's coming to a venue near you and you can catch it. I will leave a link below to the show's official website so you can see if it's coming to a venue near you. And yeah, I hope you've enjoyed this little vlog and review video. If you have, please do give it a like. Don't forget to subscribe and I hope to see you again soon. Bye.